4 accused killers will now get new trials. Their convictions reversed because their crimes happened on what the Supreme Court has ruled is Indian land. News 4's Jacqueline Chappell has details.
All of these overturned convictions involve Native Americans. Now the Attorney General telling us the victims will be the ones reliving the trauma of another trial.
The difference is going to be is a lot of these people who've been to trial, convicted, sentenced to prison, are going to get a complete do-over.
On Thursday, the Oklahoma Criminal Court of Appeals overturning 4 different criminal convictions. Christopher Hathcote, Arnold Howe, Jordan Mitchell, and Shannon Kepler. 3 of them charged with first-degree murder, and Kepler manslaughter. The other thing all 4 have in common, their convictions dismissed because of the U.S. Supreme Court's McGirt ruling.
The McGirt decision is a landmark decision that is going to affect the criminal litigation in Oklahoma for the foreseeable future. It's probably a landmark decision that we haven't seen in 100 years.
Oklahoma defense attorney Scott Adams says attorneys now have to do some extra work, looking into where a crime occurred and whether the victim or the suspect are Native American. If and when a conviction is dismissed, it will either be picked up by the federal courts or tribal courts, depending on the severity of the conviction.
If you've had a conviction back in the 60s or the 70s, 80s, 90s out in eastern Oklahoma, it's something you ought to take a look at.
Do you think we'll see, hundreds of these probably?
I think we'll see thousands eventually.
But Attorney General Mike Hunter has concerns, sending News 4 this statement. Although we anticipate these individuals to still be held accountable for their crimes on the federal level, our hearts go out to the victims in these cases. They are the ones who are going to have to relive the trauma of another trial. That is why we continue to encourage Congress to pass federal legislation to allow us to compact with the tribes on criminal matters so we can share jurisdiction as we have in the past. Jacqueline Chappell, Oklahoma's News 4.
And attorney Scott Adams says if neither federal or tribal courts pick up a case, that person could potentially walk free.